Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kids and grown-ups, my name is Dennis and today we're gonna look at some Dragon Age Inquisition character creation. Guys, I've already played Dragon Age Inquisition for quite a bit. I've got about 30 hours clocked into the game. I'm really loving it, but I just wanted to bring out a video in which I show you guys the character creation stuff. So let's kick it off right here. I'm gonna make a couple of references to the other Dragon Ages, compare them a little bit to each other, and see how this one stands along those, which is an absolute masterpiece as far as I'm concerned so far. So let's kick it off with this little video. I don't know if I'll be doing any other videos with it or after it, so we're just gonna have to wait and see. Now you've got your 4 classes right here. You can switch between a male and female kind of character at the top left. As you can see, you've got the 3 original races that you also had in the first Dragon Age Origins: the human, a elf, a dwarf, and a new class, a new race, the Qunari. Now, as the description says, Qunari are a race of horned giants who follow strict religious texts known as the Qun, and blah 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 blah. So I've already created a human male, or yeah, a human female. I'm sorry. And it's an okay character. I love it. I've created a warrior, but for now, because the Qunari are a new race, I just wanted to show off the character creation of that. I've never done it before, so let's head on into it. As you can see, you've got your different kind of classes right here. You've got your dual wielding rogue. You've got an archer kind of rogue, which doesn't really matter a lot as far as I'm concerned, or what I've seen of it so far, is that you can just swap these out, the kind of weapons. It basically just picks your starter weapon. For the warrior, you've got the same stuff. You've got a weapon and shield thing here, and you've got a two-handed. You're able to do any of it as you progress through the game, so it doesn't really matter. Just pick your starter weapon. And you've got your mage, which is just a staff-wielding motherfucker which deals a lot of freaking damage. Now, since the Qunari are like a badass, kind of beefy motherfuckers, we're just gonna create a warrior, because in my opinion those look the best. So let's do a two-handed one here. See, the game difficulty, well, it doesn't really matter. We're just gonna do the character creation of it only. Yes, do you want to import, blah 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 blah. Nope, we will not be doing that. Excuse me. So, what I think is gonna happen now is that we are just gonna create our character, unless we view through this little cutscene first. I'm not sure which happened first. We're just gonna have to wait and see. Overall, my impressions of the game so far are absolutely yeah, it's an absolute masterpiece. I've played the first Dragon Age like completed it 3 or 4 times with different races and classes each time, with which the warrior was my absolute favorite, because I just love to bash in people's faces and stuff like that. So we're just gonna wait and see how this one turns out. I got 30 hours clocked into it, or 40 as I said before, and I'm loving it absolutely so far. It is one big giant world. It's all open. You can do whatever the fuck you want, and sometimes the story can be a bit overwhelming. There's a lot of side quests, a lot of extra story and lore kind of stuff, and if you're into it, like worlds with just a lot of freaking lore, and this is absolutely the game you want to play. If you're a fan of RPGs, role-playing games in general, you absolutely need to play this game, guys. This loading takes a lot of freaking time, as you can see. Even on my PC, I'm not really used to these kind of load times. If you're interested in what my rig is currently running, it is running a CPU-wise. We're talking about a Intel Core i7 4770K, so it's pretty much optimized for overclocking. I've got 8 gigs of RAM, which I am thinking about upgrading to 16. I've got a new NVIDIA, no, yeah, it's from NVIDIA, but it's the Asus GTX 9070 line, the Strix one. absolute beast, guys. If you're looking for a new graphics card which has absolutely everything you want, with a bit of a silent touch to it, because the fans on it start at like 65 degrees centigrade, I think, then you absolutely want to have this graphics card. And now let's see what happens here. So here we are, awakened and well. We're inside the rift or something right now. I won't be spoiling too much, but we're just gonna create our character here. You've got a couple of presets that you can choose from and customize later on. Now, a Qunari without horns isn't really a Qunari, if you ask me. What I did, or what I did with the other character that I created, I just take the first head and go and customize that. Under your general tab, you have there's a couple of face shapes. You've got your skin tones, complexion of it, eye colors, horns, and yeah, everything that a head should have, pretty much. So let's just scroll through these. They're not a lot, but there should be one that suits your likings. Let's just go for this one. Skin tone pretty much goes from quite light to generally darker. Let's just keep it somewhere in the middle. Complexion of it, it kind of yeah, it's a bit of a age, rimples and freckles and that kind of stuff. So this guy looks old. He's seen some shit. Let's just give him that kind of complexion. Eye colors are just your basic standard colors. They go from like white to generally black. A couple of blue ones in the middle, some green stuff, a bit of gray in there too. All with all a lot of colors, but yeah, I wouldn't really mind if there were just like 4 or 5 to pick from. And the horns, here it gets pretty interesting. Let's just scroll through these. This was the first one we had. That's some nice stuff too. You can really tell that they've put a lot of effort into these styles. Yeah, this thing is beast. This is like no horn, mohawk. Let's just go with something badass. Yeah, something like this. Stands out pretty well. You can change your hair color as well, if there's anything to find up there. This guy is... he's got some hair on him. Let's try to match it with the horns a little bit. Kind of dark, blackish kind of thing. That looks pretty good. Some beard. I don't know, with the Dragon Age beards and really like the mustaches and stuff, it feels unnatural. It's like they just pasted them on there. At least with my human character, my male, which yeah, it is a male. Yeah, it is a male. I was talking about a female earlier, but it's male. Trust me. It just feels like with beards like these that they're just pasted them on there, and they don't look like they really attach to the skin or anything. So I tend not to go with these. I tend not to go with them because they look a little fake, if you ask me. So let's just put some yeah, something like this. This looks okay. You can change the voice as well.
Job gets done. I don't care about the rest.
There are 2 different kind of voices for the male characters. I don't know about the females. I haven't checked them out yet.
As long as the job gets done, I don't care about the rest.
The first one is a little bit of a lighter voice, if you ask me, and the second one is a bit of a bit more lower toned.
You leave me no choice.
And I kind of prefer the last one. Now let's see what's under the head and ear stuff. Now with this comes a new kind of character customization thing as far as Dragon Age is concerned. You can use the ear size stuff here if you just select that, keep it active, and you can use this little thingy here to change the ears. Now what you want to do is you can rotate the character around with the right mouse button and then make it grow, change its angle a little bit. Just yeah, use this little indication thing, move it around a bit to find like the ear kind of size that you that you like. Same with the position of it. You can move it up or down, a bit to the left. Move the pointy, yeah, the pointy edges of the ears a bit. I don't mind if it's a little upper. Nice pointy edge to it. Now the earlobe size, which is the little thingy under the ear. Cheekbones. Shouldn't look so tired, so let's keep them up a little bit. Move them a bit to the right here. Cheek shapes. Yeah. Not too blobby. Isn't like a fat dude or anything. Brow sizes. Pretty much works the same. You move it down, the brows go up. Move it up, the brows go down. You can make them stand out a little bit if you adjust the slider to the right, and move it down a little bit to by pointing it to the left. Forehead, pretty much the same thing. Squeeze it in, squeeze it out, move it up or move it down. Coming up to the eyes, got a couple of eye shapes. Tired stuff, hanging eyes. Only a few of them in there, but I tend to go with the first one. I don't know, I just like the first ones pretty much. Make them a little big, so you can see stuff better. Position, I tend to keep those somewhere in the middle. Make them, yeah, something like this. Rotate them a little bit, not too much, then he kind of looks retarded. Yeah, a bit like that. Eyebrow styles. I don't want to give him two big mats up there, not just one giant eyebrow. That looks a little bit silly. Something like this. Yeah. Position. No, this is just a slider thing again. Move it to the right to move him up. Move it to the left to pull them down. Get them up there a little bit. Yeah. Well, eyelashes. Well, it's not a female character, so we just keep the eyelashes to a minimum. Iris color. Yeah, you see, you can still change the color of the eyes with this this little round circle thingy here. If you want to give him deep red eyes, or well, deep red eyes, yeah, then you can just do that like this. That's the outer space of the iris. Change the inner space with the same thing. There, you can give him nice red glowy eyes. Coming up to the nose, a couple of nose shapes, nothing too special. Sizes, wow, he doesn't need a really big nose. Something like that. Position, move it down to move the nose up, move it up to move the nose down. Left and right changes its position a little bit. Move it to the right to push it further into the face, and move it to the left to push it out a little bit. Excuse me. The bridge of the nose. Oh yeah, you can zoom the in on the character with the scroll wheel on your mouse. So that should be helpful if you want to customize your character like I do. I usually spend like fucking 30 minutes or something on this stuff. I kind of like it. Yeah, we're just gonna move a little bit faster right now. This, yeah, that looks good. Nose tip position. Well, you don't want to move it up too much. Kind of looks like a pig. Nostril sizes. Yeah, a bit like that. Broken nose. What? Nah, it's still intact. Let's keep it unbroken. Mouth and jaw. Well, he doesn't need to have too. He doesn't need to have his lips too smoochy. He's not a girl after all, so just keep him a bit manly. A bit like that. Yeah. Mouth position. Move it up to move the mouth down, and down to move the mouth up. Lip thickness. There it is. Yeah, something like that. Jawline. Yeah, that's perfect. Jaw size. With male characters, I tend to keep the jaw size a little bit to the wide edges of your possibilities. Jaws. Yeah, don't keep him too saggy. He's not an old man. Chin size. Yeah, big strong dude here. Shape. Perfect. Double chin. Keep that to a minimum. The Adam's apple. Yeah, doesn't need to be too big of a ball right there. Okay, your scars. These are pretty interesting options. Let's just rotate the face to the center. As you can see, by sliding, you're gonna add some scars to the face and increase the intensity of it so they become a little bit more visible. I kind of like to do that if you want to put some more accent onto them. This guy's already got a lot of rimples on him, so yeah, that should be good. If we increase this a little bit, yeah, that's good. You can also change the horizontal and vertical positions of the scars, so you can overlap some scars over the face, or over the eyes, over the nose, and stuff like that. So just find whatever you like and go for that. Now, makeup. If you're creating girly characters, I suggest adding makeup, but with this stuff, nah. We can just scroll through it for a little bit. If you want to add some eyeshadow color, nice and white. The intensity of it. Starting to look like a clown already. Underbrow eye color. Not really seeing any changes. Nope. Well. Oh yeah, and the intensity was probably a bit low. Yeah, you can see slight adjustments, but not really worth noting. Some blush. Well, it's very subtle. The lip color intensity, well, it's, yeah. Okay, yeah, you can adjust that a little bit. So if we want to make that blue, then we can do that. Make it shiny. Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. We're creating a very, very, very handsome Qunari here. Betting he's gonna be like the most popular guy on his clan, or whatever the fuck it is they are having. So, this is our Qunari, an absolute piece of a clown. You accept the changes, you give him a name, Kara sounds fine, and then you head over into the game, which is gonna be a lot of fun. Guys, if you want to see more videos of me playing Dragon Age, which will probably not be with our Qunari clown, leave it in the comments below. I'd love to read all about it. If you want to see me play particular parts of the game, explore particular regions, or just show off some kind of stuff that you're interested in, or want to hear my view on certain parts of the game, let me know in the comments below. I'll love to read about it, and yeah, maybe we'll do a little video on it. So for now, guys, this has been my video on the character creation of Dragon Age Inquisition. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I will bid you all a farewell. Take care, people.